So this is the boba soft structure carrier. It has a built-in newborn insert. So this fits against your waist, and this pillow allows baby to sit and have their bottom taking their weight, but still have their legs inside the carrier. So their legs aren't overspread.
So
Sorry, I handed it to you.
Well, it's not mine. I gotta get on it.
Some buckle carriers have the buckle always at one hip. Boba has it in the center, and you have enough room usually on the straps to tighten it to be on one hip or the other, which is a kind of my preference. That's something I look for, to be able to put it on one side or the other, or in the middle and centered. Really similar to the Mayday because it's kind of the buckle version of the Mayday. This is the modernization of the classic style carrier. Some brands can crisscross the straps like a Mayday. Some brands do not. All of them, as far as I know right now, have a chest clip. It ends up on your chest when you're in a back carry that clips behind you to keep your shoulders together. So with a bigger baby, legs are out. With a little baby, they're sitting on the pillow and they're still inside. Most of them come with a hood, so it pulls up here. Boba's snaps out, so you can use the hood pocket as a pocket if you don't like having a hood. There's snaps up onto the shoulders. Some hoods tie up there. There are as many buckle carriers as there are people who wanted something different in a buckle carrier. So Boba or Ergo or Lilla Baby, Tula, Soul Slings, many brands have a buckle carrier. Our preference in general for comfort is one with a waistband, a wide seat, and shoulder straps, not just an X on the shoulders and no waistband. So a lot of the Infantino and Babywearing carriers don't have any waist support, and they don't have a wider seat for baby to have kind of a narrow seat. That does allow for forward facing. Bubba doesn't in particular. Oh, I know. Lilla Baby is another brand. So nice wide panel, but they do allow these to pop off and fold toward the center to make the seat narrower. You can see just how much of that seat is taken off by folding it in. That allows babies to face out. Old enough to sit up, usually for front facing out, sit up on their own. And starting to develop that lumbar curve, because when they're facing out, typically their legs dangle down. When our legs dangle down, that's when we have that curve. It kind of comes away when we lift our legs up. So baby in a sitting position is most comfortable for them. That hanging down, the science behind it says it's perfectly safe if baby doesn't have any other existing hip issues. If they've not been, say, a breech birth and have higher risk for hip dysplasia, wearing front facing out is going to cause hip dysplasia. But it may not be the most comfortable, and it's a little harder to get the positioning correct. If you want to hold baby's legs when they're in a front facing out position and really help them sit on their bottom and let their bottom take their weight, then you can do longer term carries. But they're also not able to turn away from the world when they're facing out. So some babies get really calm looking when they're facing out because they're kind of shutting down. There's too much going on, there's too much stimulation, and they just gotta stop taking it in. So maybe 20-30 minutes for a front facing out carry. Some babies, I had 2 of them at the last meeting, want to be held like this. They want to see everything. They have to know what's going on. They will not abide turning around and facing mom or dad unless they are ready to sleep. These 2 ladies had lots and lots of opinions about facing in because they only do that for naps. So game carriers that can front face out, still kind of keeping an eye on positioning and making sure that the bottom is taking their weight most of the time, not the front of the pelvis. And that's just like sitting on a swing. You would rather sit on a swing and have it behind your knees rather than side saddle, straddle a sling, and have to swing and have it come between and leaning forward. For the caregiver, this also, they're front facing out, it kind of pulls their weight forward. Their center of gravity is moving away from yours. So you find yourself a little compensating.
I was watching a video on how to get them in there just right, and it said to kind of take their hips, just kind of
Yes.
rock their hips
Yep.
out when
Yep.
when you put them in to help with that.
Yeah, exactly. So holding up and really helping them get on their butt does the same exact thing. You kind of scoop under their knees and help them smooth that back out. Yeah, exactly. We really need a baby that actually has a long enough torso to mimic a real baby and like knees. So nursing in a soft structure carrier is really similar to the Mayday. So I usually loosen the belt first, and you want to keep a hand maybe on the. Let me buckle one on here. So keeping a hand on the waist panel as you're loosening the waist so the baby doesn't end up gapping in between you and the waistband. So keeping this close while you lower your waistband, and then moving baby to one side and loosening shoulder straps as needed. And then that same thing we did in the Mayday, lean forward and switch sides, and standing back up, tightening where needed. Lean forward, switch sides. They're pretty versatile for nursing if you have one that fits you well. Because these carriers are so tailored, they have seat darts. All of this stuff is kind of in place. You have some adjustability with the straps, but you can't change if it's too wide for baby, or if it's too tall for baby, or if it doesn't quite fit your waist correctly. There's not really much you can do to adjust that. So soft structured carriers, especially if you have multiple people who are going to be using the same one, have everybody try it. Come to a meeting. Bye Bye Baby usually has samples out. We have the boba here at Milkworks available to try on. I think Pirates and Pixies has a little baby still. So try them on, see how they fit you. And like for Katie, we have opposite problems. I have to have a waistband that fits me. If I want to be able to lower it to nurse, it has to be even wider. And maybe half of carrier brands accommodate that. Some of them have extenders and things, but then you have to find out where to buy that. With Katie, if it doesn't fit tight enough, it's not going to hold baby close enough. So kind of opposite ends of the spectrum have fitting issues sometimes in carriers. Trying them on is really important for these. All right. Wrap. Do you know what size it is?
I don't know
Okay.
what size that is. I think it's a shorter one. It's the size of my brace.
I stopped wearing jewelry when I was baby